because I didn't have a program in already, and it was easy to do. And it doesn't take very many resources.
But Gary, can you talk a little bit about the segregation of features between the DE1 board and what's on the analog board? Because when you answered Tim's question earlier, you said all you really need is the DE1 and the monitor and the keyboard.
Yeah, that's the kind of the first slide I had up here. You get all these features are what's built into the standard FPGA without the analog board, except for the serial port and the dual joy. I guess those last two things are not there. So you can have a fully functional, CoCo 3 with the disk and drive wire with the SD card, multi-pack, Wumpus per 90, all that stuff's all built into the DE1 board. The analog board gives you the additional serial port, the joystick ports, the 4 megs extra memory, and then there's a prototyping area on there, and real-time clock, and the Wi-Fi line.
Are any joysticks supported on the base DE1?
No, none of that. Yeah.
No ports left over to plug them into, that sort of thing?
Well, what I ended up doing on that is to do a frequency or voltage to frequency converter. That's how the joysticks are interfaced. There's nothing like that on the DE1 board. So I had to do it on the analog board. You could probably do some kind of thing with going to make a modification with one of these joysticks that has it up, down, left, and right. Just a single bit. You could probably interface that on there, but you'd be happy in the DE1 to do that. So probably would be worth it. Any other questions? If you want to see a demo of it, you can just come by my table there. Good. Cool. That's all I have.
All right, thanks, Gary.
Thank you,
I can't explain what I mean by that, but like if you use VCS or VCC or MES or something like that, it doesn't have that feel of a CoCo. That feels like a CoCo.
My problem with the software emulation is just the keyboard.
But it still uses the PS2 keyboard, so that.
Well, I mean, if I'm using MES, for example, even my custom MES that can go 4 times speed, you still have the choice between the emulated keyboard, which can do repeats and stuff like that. The keys are all in weird spots. They're in CoCo spots, but you have to mentally put the image of a CoCo keyboard on your keyboard.
Well, he actually did a real good job of some of that stuff, things that aren't on the CoCo keyboard.
This place my Motorola phone charger.
Like the break key and the escape key and things like that.
But I was like looking at that, or if you switch to the native keyboard in MES, there is no key repeat. And it just seems wrong.
Did you lose it yesterday?
Well, that's a mess. Yeah, MES is a mess.
Well, I'm on Linux, so I have.
I remember
That's it. That's the only game in town. If I want to emulate a CoCo 3.
Yeah, mine and VCS along the
probably
more or less.
More or less.
It's not quite right. And that has to do with the video and the keyboard handling.
For me, like I was
video
playing
is
guitar
just
last
a little
night, and
quite
they're taking out some stuff.
Thanks again, Tim.
It was hurting, so my key cards, all my business cards.
Anybody know what?
I totally forgot those. I went out and visited.
The next thing is Hunt the Wumpus at 11:30,
Key card to get in, so I go back down and get temporary card.
which is, I guess, a half hour from
Time
now.
to go check out.
Yeah, that's okay. I'm gonna actually turn the camera around.
Last year, when I had the laser here, it seemed like it was related to turning the laser on. It would make the sign kind of less. Because you have these.
All right, we got a half hour before the next presentation. And for those of you who are watching right now, the first two presentations, I just was a little bit too tired and lazy to get going live, so I just stuck my portable camera up. And what I'm gonna do now is, since I have a half hour to get started, we will go ahead and I'm gonna try to import them to my laptop so I can get those things uploaded and get them online as soon as possible.
So I wonder if there's something.
And anybody in the CoCo community has got a question, there's plenty of people here. If you want to talk to people, I'm probably going to walk around again here, convention hall, and show that off. But the first thing I want to do is I want to try to import these videos. Hey, there he is. So we got a half hour before the next discussion comes on, and I'm going to try to import everything off my SD card right now so I can get that uploaded. We did a little bit of a roundtable discussion this morning
Coming off
with the CoCo Crew Podcast. We got to talk about
or if it's coming from there,
things that podcasters do. How do I? I'm gonna go ahead and import all these things here. I got 4 clips on my card.
Yeah, when you were doing your
I'm importing video clips right now.
Each track has 18 seconds.
Importing 16 items.
To see what the
So
source.
those are coming in.
Obviously,
Copy every track,
it's
every
not coming
section,
to the
we got to
monitor, or it is coming.
Yeah, so we're live at CoCoFEST. If you just joined us, you just missed the discussion on the CoCo 3 FPGA. And about an hour before that was the CoCo Crew roundtable discussion, which I was also part of. Talked a little bit about YouTube stuff.
And I made my selection.
I am, right now as we speak, I'm going to be importing those videos and trying to upload those, hopefully, in the 30 minutes we have to kill before the next discussion takes place. And then after that, I'm going to leave the laptop running, so anything that happens to happen, you'll catch here live. So I do apologize for missing the first 2 presentations. My brain wasn't awake enough to get the whole laptop set up and get the angles and all that stuff figured out. A ton of wires, software glitches, all kinds of issues. I just wasn't able to process that this morning. Look who we have in the background there. Turn the microphone around, hopefully pick up that background noise. Dragon Warrior. Curtis.
Yes.
Dragon Warrior says hi.
Oh.
It says, tell Curtis I said hi. I told him, Dragon Warrior. All right, how's my picture import coming along?
Each directory that you follow with
Yeah.
you don't need it. It's your lowest copy.
Okay, that's this stick.
It's the time it takes to.
Okay.
Back up the entire project.
We got another stick to import now. Importing 13 items, so it's still importing. Okay. We are still importing from the stick right now. I don't see a little light blinking on my laptop to tell me that it's doing that.
So what's happening over here?
Right now, what I'm doing is I'm importing in the videos from the SD cards because, yeah. So it's got 13 items to import still, I guess. So that's starting to happen. As soon as those are done, I will, if any splicing needs to take place, I'll do that. And I won't be back, and I'm not going to be able to be online playing games till next weekend, Dragon. I won't be home till late tomorrow night, but I'm not going to have time to do any YouTube stuff or any gaming stuff till next weekend. Yeah, so I'm importing videos right now from the SD card that my camera picked up. Who else out there is watching? I see that there are 4 people watching right now. Sound off. Name, rank, serial number. Attention.
Bill's one of them who's watching on.
Oh, yeah.
Back up one time, about that is probably doing digital.
So how are you enjoying your fest, Steve?
You know what? Not bad. How long does it take to frickin' import, dude? Oh, here we go. We're on 3. We're on clip 3. So this must be a long clip. Oh, we're on clip 4. 4 remaining. We got lots of clips. Hey, it's Ed Snyder. Hey, Ed Snyder, how are you? Say hello to Curtis Boyle, best looking man in show business. Hey, Ed. Yeah, so I'm importing these clips right now. Hopefully they'll be available for uploading soon. We have, it is 11 o'clock, so at 11:30 is the Hunt the Wumpus presentation. I'll be able to do that live. And I think it's going to be a lunch break. I think the next thing after lunch, where did the show card go? You got the show card? Okay, scenes from CoCoFEST 2016. For the fans of the Technicolor computer, saw a cartridge of the first game I programmed sitting on a table. Copies of a couple others were also around. The original prototype we worked on was similar to the open case one shown, except not as finished. It was mounted on a jerry-rigged stand made of plywood, connected again with L. Curtis Boyle, who has been one of the movers and shakers behind keeping a tradition alive. I'll be doing a Skype interview or two with him and his co-host Steve for YouTube videos. They may also be a podcast for another channel in the future. Awesome. I need to tag me in that so I can send him a friend request. That's cool. Oh, Dragon Warrior says, Curtis, nice guitar skills.
I'm glad you watched that.
His head's gonna grow.
I'm sorry.
You know how those rock stars get with their egos.
So how do I do that in Facebook?
Shit, I don't know. Doing well. You guys sure are having fun. We are. You know, every hour on the hour, there's a cash drawing, and they're giving out tens of $20s.
If I share it publicly, you should be able to pull it done.
Probably. Or you can, I think you can type my name in the, like in the comment too, and I think that'll automatically tag me. If you start typing in my name and it fills it in. Or you can even share it with me. Whatever, I don't care, dude. We'll figure it out. I'll look for it on your page later on.
I'm used to doing this kind of stuff on the
Yeah, no, that's
computer,
fine.
not on the.
It's not mission critical.
I'll send it Messenger to you.
Don't use those technical terms, man. I'm not a tech. We've imported 5 clips so far. What are the clips that we've imported? In progress. Okay. So it's looking like, okay, the guitar clip's in there. That's cool. There is, looks like the entire CoCo Crew might be one item. So let me see if I can find that item and see if that video is available for uploading right now. And if it is, I'll go ahead and upload it. Do 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 do.
I think I shared it if you want to see.
Yeah, right.
I don't understand this technology stuff.
Technology. There is no future in technology. Don't waste your time, kids. Get a job working in the coal mine. What is today's date? Today is, dude, I'm looking at these dates here, 4/19, 4/23. Today's 4/24, right? Okay. There's Lee Patterson. There's the guitar clip. Okay, this looks like the CoCo Crew roundtable. This is 2.48 gigabytes. Let me look at the, okay, 2.48 gigabytes. And when I look at details, it is 29 minutes and 39 seconds. I think that's still rolling over. I think what my camera does is it chops things. I don't know. It's only 2.4 gigabytes. Let's see. I don't know. I need to play it back and see. Let's see where this begins. The trivia contest I did as a live stream from my phone.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so this is John. Okay, so this is. Is this the whole thing?
It's really good quality actually compared to the.
Yeah.
It's doing half an hour segments.
I think it's a file size limit, but it should be a 4 gig file size limit. Okay, so what I can do is I can start uploading that as part 1. I think the next part will start happening. Hey, Bill Noble, how are you? Hello, Michael Brandt. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to start uploading that. This is going to be called the CoCo Crew. Okay, this is a CoCoFEST podcast. We'll call this the CoCo Broadcast Round Table Part 1. Okay, so I can start uploading that because there is going to be a time it takes to upload and process in the whole 9 yards. So For those of you who are listening, I am going to start uploading the first half of the CoCo Crew Podcast roundtable discussion that happened this morning. I'm going to start uploading that to YouTube now. It may be a little bit of time before you see it, but it is going to start happening right now as we speak. And as soon as it's done, y'all will be able to see it and play it back. And there's probably going to be a part 2 to that at some point in time, as my camera's still importing from the SD card at quite the slow pace. Okay. CoCoFEST 25th anniversary.
So you can't just pick a driver and read a message. You have a descriptor.
Day 2. Sunday.
So that's you're trying to put it.
Okay, this is part 1 of a roundtable discussion with the CoCo Crew Podcast, Steve Strobridge, and Curtis Boyle. All right. So let's go ahead and upload that. Okay, this is going to be, okay, CoCoFEST roundtable discussion. PISCUSSION about podcasting and YouTube. Okay, roundtable I didn't spell right. Roundtable must be 2 words. Okay. I am going to publish that. That is uploading. It will eventually publish. So part 1 of that will appear as soon as technologically possible. All right, Dragon Warrior, you go back to sleep. Been waiting for the streams. Yeah, sorry, Bill Noble. I was very lazy this morning, and I did not feel like hooking up the laptop with all its wires and other complex attachments of technological natures. So this must be part 2 that just came up.
And Bill, a question for you. You can reply in the chat there. The CoCo 3 FPGA stuff you're doing, is that the Becker version? Because he just did a presentation too. So.
Yeah, that's also recorded. That will import eventually. Tempting Crown 85, how are you?
And then I paid for the coffee and donuts too.
Yeah, and then as soon as the Hunt the Wumpus discussion comes up, we're going to turn the camera around facing the front where y'all can see the next speaker. Right now it's just us.
Next speaker?
Tempting Crown says, bro, I'm still awake from an all-nighter.
Oh, Neil Cook's version, okay.
Okay. Hey, Tempting, did you see my comment I put on your live stream?
Okay.
Yeah, there's us. This is Stephen Curtis in the same room at the same time. This never happens.
It's not a green screen thing.
It's not a green screen. This is analog technology.
Sneaker net.
We are here in the analog domain. What am I doing here on my clips now? Okay. I don't know what the hell that is. These are all numbered. What clip is this?
I assume in order of recording.
You did?
Oh, that's the auction.
Okay. Yeah. So what was this? So I'm not sure how these things are coming in. So I think what happened is this might have split over to the second stick because my camera, when it runs out of room, I must have ran out of room and then it went over to here. So now it's backfilling the clips. When it's done, I'll have to go to the second stick to get these. It's still importing. But at least it's still going to take a while to upload this. You can see
Yeah,
here.
we'll give them someone to watch it.
Yeah, yeah.
And then you'll have a live stream pretty quickly.
Yeah, live stream will be up.
So they'll have a few things to watch while you figure out and reorder them all properly. Are you going to try to stitch them together yourself?
Well, no, what I'm going to do is, not now, but what I'll try to do, like what I did is I ended the recording on the FPGA one. So pausing and restarting separates the clips.
Okay.
So it probably already carried over to the second stick. So it'll be its own clip. So we'll probably, on this stick here, will probably be part 2 of our recording and the FPGA one. So I'll just upload those in order. Moving forward, I'll just keep the camera here and let this live stream all day after lunch break. Just let it live stream.
You guys recording now?
We're live streaming, but there's nothing going on. You can show your ass if you want.
I'm good. I do that more often than not. Default response, show my ass.
Show your ass when in doubt.
I'm sorry about $1 bills to tuck in.
Yeah, right.
So grab another coffee. You need one, or are you still going?
I don't know how much was left in there. So I don't want to.
How you have to drink Shutter decaf. So.
Yeah.
Are you using that USB you were mentioning, the mini?
If you need to borrow it right now, you could.
Okay. Yeah, we want to know that.
It's right here. Mini or micro?
It's a mini.
I think I've got another one. Hold on.
I'm gonna try to fire up that,
Hello, John Strong. Is that it?
little Australian device.
Is that the mini? All right.
And I'm trying to think,
Knock yourself out with that.
I'll have to find a power source for it.
All right, so we're still importing pictures. Take your time, dude. All right, I'm missing a couple of frickin' flash frickin' cards, SD cards.
That's one reason I don't like SD cards.
Yeah, I don't know where the hell they are right now.
I prefer compact flash.
How hard can it be to lose a frickin' SD card?
Very, very easy.
Yeah, right?
You have a ball here?
Am I having a ball?
Yeah.
Yeah, I am. Okay, that's one. Holy crap, man. Maybe because I'm not closing my bags all the way, things have fallen loose. I don't know. I'm gonna look in the bottom of my bag.
You do have one here, you have one here.
Yeah, these ones I know about. These
Okay.
are two I pulled out, but I should have two brand new ones like this that haven't been used
Well,
yet.
sometimes you get busy, and I'm just making sure
Yeah.
we're accounted for.
Yep. All right, so they're not anywhere here that I can see. So, and I know I would have put them in a pocket somewhere so I didn't lose them, and that's exactly what I did. I lost them. Let's take, oh, here, they fell in a corner. Here's one in this corner, and here's, okay, I found one anyway. Here's a little bit more Velcro.
I had to miss the deal there.
Okay, two. Okay, I found my other two.
I was gonna jump on there with you.
Yeah, that would have been nice. I think what we ended up finding too is that we done importing. Okay, so I can switch cards now. Very cool. I'm gonna switch cards, and I'm gonna import this card. Yeah, well, I think what happened, I don't know if this was a limitation of Skype, but I think once we got up to about, we're live by the way too, so just be careful what you say.
Okay.
Yeah.
Hello.
I think there was a limitation where we couldn't get anybody else on the call. Because I know Simon Jonason was trying to call in, and I'm already friends with him on Skype. And usually when somebody calls, there's a little button you click on that says add person to call.
Yes.
But it wouldn't let me add him. Okay, I just got a message about the app didn't start something or another. So are we still importing or not?
This might be harder to do.
Okay, need to go back. Let me move this thing out of the way for a second. Computer, SD card, autoplay, open as portable device, format. I don't want to format. I want to import. Maybe I have to eject it and put it back in. Was I importing? Was I not importing? That's where I got confused. Right. Sticking the card back in. Okay, this guy pops up, scanning your device data. All are selected, import all. So this should be the second half of the podcast interview from this morning. And then this should then get the FPGA thing as well. So those are importing. Well, let's see what's uploading right now, because I think part one of the CoCo Crew Podcast thing, it's still on.
If anybody's watching, a lot of things that happens on is we get to plan a lot of things for what's coming in next year with different people. You know, straight feedback, brainstorm one-to-one.
Mhm.
That's hard to do anyplace other than person to person.
And what I think is cool is that we got to see Bomb Squad when you were still working on it. So for those of you who watched the interview where John Strong showed us Bomb Squad, we got to take a sneak peek at the game, and now the game is here. So to see it in progress and then to actually be able to purchase it and see the finished product is pretty exciting. For me, I'm a nerd though. What do you want? So I'm a gaming geek and a techno geek. So
You know, you
I
get
like
to
that
see
kind of stuff.
another preview, then something that's coming. Okay, from me.
Which was the Dr. Mario clone?
Yeah.
Yeah. That's gonna be called Dr. Coco?
Probably Doctor.
You mentioned that. I forgot.
Maybe viral or something
Okay.
like that. It's not settled yet, but
Okay. Are we getting close to the time to do the Hunt the Wumpus thing? We might have to move the camera around.
and have you noticed the other T-shirt?
The other, do you have another? Oh, gems too. Cool. Very cool.
Quick question.
Yeah.
Have you ever tried interviewing Jeff Steidel?
From Sundog?
Yeah, the conscious guy.
I don't know him, but I believe Curtis does.
Okay.
So I believe that is possibly in the works.
Okay.
So I like most of these people I don't personally know, and they certainly don't know me. So
I'm connected with Dave Dyes on LinkedIn.
Oh wow.
So I'll send myself a message to see if he's interested.
Yeah. Do you know the address to my channel? You can send them a link to your channel so you can check it out. What's your name again?
Stephen Dish.
Yeah, you told me yesterday and I forgot, dude. I'm sorry. I'm old. I forget things.
No problem.
Steve. How can I forget that?
Sorry.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, yeah. I would love to talk to anybody. Honestly, literally anybody. But yeah, I think Curtis has reached out to them because he's got more of these relationships from his website. You know. So, but anybody who has an in to get somebody who wants to do an interview, I'm definitely in favor of
I
that.
need to talk to, send an email to David Dyes.
Yeah, okay, that'd be awesome. Okay, these are done importing now too, so let's see what else we have. I think I've downloaded all my clips. Okay, this looks like part 2 of, I need to look at the clips now. Okay.
Hi, Richard.
Hi, Bob.
Okay, there's Bob. Hey, Bob.
John, I want you to go to Drive 59.
Want me to share a screen with you?
All right, so
Not
now
necessary.
is Dave still around? Bill's asking.
Will you
You're talking about
share
Dave
the
Dyes?
screen with me when you're projecting?
Okay, these are done. Let me put these in here and zip this one up. Where's my other 2 sticks? I had 2 other SD cards that were in a baggie
As long as
somewhere.
you don't blow anything up.
It's a problem with too many baggies.
See this 59?
Here's another baggie. Okay, this is the baggie that's got at least one of my other SD cards in it.
Backup video Wumpus.
Okay.
Okay, I want to, the one to the right is backup. What's that say?
Okay, and it is sounding like they're getting, okay, Dave Dyes. Yeah, I'm not sure. Bill Noble's asking if Dave Dyes is still around.
Yes, he is. I haven't talked to him in a few years, but he's still around.
Okay, now.
Actually gave me permission to put his software up, and I haven't finished doing that yet either.
Curtis says yes, Bill.
I've emailed him within probably the past
Tell me
year
what
or
to
so.
see.
Okay. Because I'm going to try to get him eventually for an interview too.
Everything is imported right now, so I'm gonna start, I got a few more clips I can start uploading. So,
Howdy.
I gotta see what
Is
those
that
clips
Curtis
are.
on the left?
So pardon me, I'm gonna minimize
see you, my
the
friend.
camera view for just a second.
Yeah, it is indeed. I miss playing with you. I can't play anymore. My fingers don't work.
You can still sing or something, right?
I didn't know I ever could.
Well, we got Tony to do it again, so I'm sure we could got you, so.
Okay. Yeah, I was
What's the highest
hoping maybe
number?
I'd bring a guitar and a mandolin
What clip
for
is
those
this?
who need it. I know Boise plays the mandolins.
Yeah, we didn't have as much of a jam this year because there wasn't a lot of room and everything was kind of a little late, so we're just gonna do it.
Alright, so
Okay,
what clip
well,
is
It's
this?
up on YouTube already if you want to check it out, so.
Okay.
Why am I missing?
I'll let you guys get back to things.
I'm
Okay.
missing videos. I'm missing the second half. Okay, that's the camera stuff.
It should come up with a green
How's your
screen.
uploading going?
Well, the first one is processing now. It's uploaded and it's processing. But I'm missing
But
clips.
you didn't put blank 3 into the third drive.
Come with me, babe. Oh, there's a second folder. Okay. Be mine tonight. Okay, perfect.
An Australian basic.
Okay, so this is still going. So this is part 2
Okay.
of the CoCo Crew Podcast. All right. So here's part 2. So CoCoFEST broadcast. Okay. So we will call this. This is CoCoFEST, CoCo Broadcast Round ROUND Table Part 2.
You're sharing a screen, that's wonderful.
Okay, that was deleted.
What should be in drive 0 in this case?
Well, we're funny people, so.
And then what is
Basic
this?
A.
We're funny people, so that was.
Oh,
Here.
okay, so this is the CoCo FPGA presentation. CoCo 3 FPGA. I'm going to upload that. I don't know if that completely ended. I think the CoCo CoCo 3
Untype the following. Save quote L.BAS and hit enter.
So this is CoCoFEST Roundtable Part 2. How far does it go? Okay, I think this is the.
How's that?
There we are. Okay, we're in business.
Yeah, I expected okay out of that.
It's still working.
Okay.
Okay,
What I have to, I'll show.
so that's
you
Part
this,
2.
and
We got
then we'll put,
CoCoFEST Part 2
Basic D
Okay.
into drive 3.
Okay.
and more videos. CoCo Fruit.
I don't know why it's running today.
Are you running on the same machine you got Skype on?
Yeah.
That's why.
Okay.
Well, it's still doing something.
Okay, we're uploading Part 2 to the CoCo Crew
What do we get?
podcast broadcast. I'm not able to see the chat. If you guys are chatting, give me 2 seconds. I'm trying to upload another clip.
Maybe I shouldn't be sharing the screen.
How's that?
Okay. 2 more seconds.
You have 2 machines.
Okay. Yeah, so for those of you who are watching, we are waiting. We're getting ready for another presentation here in a few minutes. In the meantime, I am uploading the video from the first 2 presentations this morning. Those will be available soon. So the first 2 presentations this morning were ones about the broadcasters, CoCo broadcasters, like the CoCo Crew podcast, and myself, who does YouTube videos on CoCo Games, including Curtis Boyle's CoCo Game website. So that one is in the process of uploading. And then there was also the CoCo 3 FPGA presentation from Gary Becker. That will be uploading in a few minutes. And as soon as these things are done uploading and processing, they will be available for replay that you can play back at any given time. So hold on while I'm literally in the process of uploading 2 more clips. All right.
That's it. There should be nothing on there but, on that basic.
All right, I'll take that basic off. Is it DEL? Or is
Erase D.
Oh, okay, run.
There
Just might be, there's actually is one literally.
Oh, you're awesome.
The person who made the strip is awesome.
And I'll catch you on your way.
No.
Okay, it worked at that. Yeah. All right, I'm
How
gonna
much
hit
I forgot to charge up my batteries.
Yeah, your system's coming over. And so you just.
Okay.
Just spinning and spinning.
Almost done uploading the second clip. Bear with me.
It's not working with the blank disk.
Hit
Anything you unplug is not detrimental because my laptop's running on battery.
You should have a line too for you. Let's do this.
All right, so I'm going to publish that.
What's going
I
on?
have one more clip to load, which I will upload and publish, and I'm just going to let my computer multitask like a mofo here. Third discussion, add more videos. This is the CoCoFEST CoCo 3 FPGA presentation with Gary Becker. That is getting ready to get into the upload pipeline.
Press new. That is to say, type new.
Okay.
Add to the list. Do a DIR.
Do a dir. Can you dir? I dir. Do you dir?
We all there.
I'm a dir.
Okay.
Sometimes like derp.
You still have that program on there. That ain't gonna work. And the command is kill.
Let me think too, Kevin. I'm trying to see things.
Okay, that is going to be uploaded and published in just a moment. Come with me, baby, be mine tonight.
Do a save. Save. That was on basic.
Pretty woman. Okay.
Now move the machine.
But we get a new, so there's nothing on there.
That's right. Move the machine.
I just.
That's what's supposed to happen.
Okay,
Okay, we're ready.
all right. So,
Publishing that.
there's 5 people, 6 people in here.
Do we need to go rally the troops next door?
Should I?
Yeah, we should probably have somebody make an announcement.
Okay.
And then I can switch the camera over so we can live stream this as well whenever you guys are ready. All right, we are getting ready for the next presentation. I'm going to flip the camera around. Hold on one second. We're switching cameras. Give me just a second here, peoples. We are switching back to the Logitech camera. And let me turn the microphone around to pick up the audio from those who are important most. All right, microphone, see media. I got it coming through the microphone. Save. Okay, so our next presentation is going to be the Hunt the Wumpus presentation.
So when you get to the.
Okay, there are 8 people watching right now. All right, and then in the meantime, all the previous presentations from this morning are in the process of uploading and processing. So the ones that were not streamed live will be available soon.
Also been running through our events. Okay. I think it's okay, but
Make sure it's down left to set the full volume. The crowd is pouring in.
Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
Okay.
There's more coming.
Mark right up there.
Not yet, no.
You gotta go to the bathroom.
No,
Oh, there.
but you're being recorded on YouTube, so the whole world can see it.
Why do I just?
Okay, are they seeing my face?
Yes.
Oh, who are you two?
Hello, Bob.
Howdy, I think I heard John.
That's Steve Strobridge.
Steve Trowbridge.
Oh, Steve Strobridge. Okay, hi, Steve.
Nice to see you.
And also you, my friend.
Thank you. Well,
Glad you came up.
likewise. I'm gonna see if I can move the table. You want to hold steady your camera for a second?
Perhaps we should start.
Yeah, go ahead. I'm gonna move the camera a little bit more further or closer.
Sorry, John Linville's not here because he's the keynote speaker. He leaves me, since he set up the schedule, as the anchor man today. Now, in the keynote speech, he said, "I love my CoCo," and he didn't happen to say why. Well, I was kind of given that same question years ago, about the time the CoCo 2 came out. And he said, "Why do I want a computer at home? I work with them every day at work. Why would I want one at home?" I said, "Well, I've got a wife at home. I've got a 9-year-old daughter and a cat. And I wanted something at home that would do what I tell it." Okay. John is going to boot the CoCo there, our virtual CoCo in this case. And guys, you've all seen this before. You turn on your CoCo, what do you get? You get this green streak with some writing on it. Well, what do you do next? Why, you have to read some manual on through to see what all you got to do to tell this CoCo what to do. Now, you all heard of the saying, "Necessity is the mother of invention"? Mm-hmm. Let's hear some yes out there.
Yes. Yeah. Hallelujah.
Okay. Well, there's a line missing. The next line is, "Laziness is the father." And Mark Marlette and guys like me, we make it possible. We make your life easy. John, if you would, put in basic D in the drive-through. John Mark Mobley is one of the co-writers of this. He was pretty heavy getting the adding commands.
Okay, it's installed.
Okay. LogiCall works on the CoCo 3, DriveWire, and VCC. It's happens to be keystroke compatible with another computer that it was living on since 1980. 1980. This program is that old. But we didn't make it work on the CoCo until about 2009 or 10. Is that right, Jen?
Sounds right.
That sounds right, okay. The idea was to make your life real easy. I asked you what to do next. Nobody seemed to know what to do next. John, boot the machine. And if you want to share a screen with me, I could sure stand it. I don't know what the people in the show is going to see. Are they going to see me, John?
Yeah, you're up there.
Okay, I'm not being shared with, but I'm going to find out why. There we go. Okay, now as you see, John booted the machine, and right away it comes up there, tells you that it's looking at disk 3 or drive 3. In this machine, consider that you've got a CoCo 3 and you've got 4 floppy drives on this machine. Also, you have a hard drive. The hard drives are drive numbers 4 through 255. And you've got to keep track of all your programs. Okay? John, hit enter 3 times. This is how you keep track of your disks, guys, with LogiCall. LogiCall is more than one program, it's an ensemble of programs. Well, it takes a little longer on this machine, but there it comes. Okay,
It's running a little slow, guys, because he's trying to do Skype at the same time. That will tax a lot of machines. Okay, now, here is a box of which you have 40 boxes. John, type in 39. You have 10 boxes, 40 boxes with 20 slots. And the way you might do this if you're running disks is you just put your disk name in the left side and the right side some kind of description. John, hit 4. Okay, here's Entity, Snow Fight, Genesis. Those are all the games on the left, and on the right, it's done by Mr. Snyder. And they're on his disc collections, and it tells you which disc in his collections. John, hit the space bar. Notice that you can advance boxes by hitting the space bar. You can also hit, go ahead and hit it again, John. Show off. Okay, so we're going through the boxes. You can get directly to a box by typing its number. You can hit N for next. Go ahead and do next. Or you can back up by hitting B right next to the N. Isn't that logical? Or you can hit F for forward. Or you can go R for reverse. You can move these files around from one slot to another slot into any box with the move command. We won't demonstrate that now, but believe me, it works. And where are all these happy actions? Well, don't you think that instead of a manual, if you just hit a help key, you get some help? Hit the help key, John. Notice help keys can be H for help, question mark, F1. It'll accept all those to get to your help file. And here's all the handy help file things you need to do everything you want to. You see, when you put a disk, when you put your own programs onto a disk, you gotta finish up with the paperwork. And this is the paperwork. You put it in one of these slots and you'll be able to find the thing again. Okay? Hit enter again. Okay, there's a couple of options out of this thing. You can hit S. Go ahead and hit S. As you see, you're now saving the whole thing to drive 3. Okay. You've got some ways out of here. You can. After doing a save, you could hit E for exit, and it'll exit with a save, or Q. Let's hit Q. And we'll leave it without a save. Now we're going to do something drastic. This LogiCall will do all the disk functions that you have to do. It'll format, it'll save. It'll move, it'll copy, okay? Right now, I happen to know we've got a little problem with our disk that's in 2. It got corrupted, and we'll fix that in a moment. LogiCall is basically the driver. Please note the screen in front of you. This is called a brief screen. It's not showing you everything that's on this disk, just the ones that if you select them, it'll run a program. Basically, I think a program ought to have a bin file, if it's in machine code, and a basic driver. That you select the basic driver, and it sets up the machine to run the bin file. When you don't do that, you can have some troubles. Also, That way you should have a way out, okay? Here's a verbose screen. John, give me a verbose screen. I don't have to tell John what to do because he just types the first letter of verbose and there's everything that's on that disk. That's why there's only 3 spaces free at the moment. Okay? Now, let's get ornery. You guys see in the bottom left-hand corner L.basic?
Yep.
Somebody say yes.
Yeah.
Okay, that's the main file. If I blow that away, LogiCall is dead on this disk. John, blow it away. Press E. Okay, hit the D. Please note that he pressed D for delete. It's happy. Now note that the directory no longer has L.basic in it. Okay? But each of these programs ought to be able to save itself. John, save L back to the disk. Okay, notice it's back. Let's change its name. Rename that file to L2.basic. How about that? Now we're just as dead. We're just as dead. But if he presses S, it's back. Notice the program is back again. He has renamed, he has erased this file. Now, if we want to format a disk or copy a disk, we select F for format. Okay, now we have a problem with disk number 2, and so what we're going to do is copy disk number 4 to disk number 2. Uh-oh, what'd you do, John?
Just seeing what's in 2, the C.basic C, or basic C.
I'm sorry, we're going to do, thanks for reminding me, I think that disk is in 1, not in 2.
Basic B.
Basic B is a bad disk. Let's do this, John. Select 2 for copy. And the source disk is 4. The destination is 1. And disk 4 is not being copied to disk 1, the floppy. Please note that if you had to move floppies to hard drive or hard drive to floppies, LogiCall is the thing to use. You can see how quick and easy it does it. Another thing I might mention, we discovered LogiCall is happy being a 40-track routine. Okay? When it formats a disk, it'll be happy to format it in 40 track instead of 35. It turns out that VCC formats all of its drives to 40 tracks, but other things make it turn it back into 35. All right. The other thing you can do, select 0, John. And we're back to LogiCall, I hope. There you go. Now we can move a disk. Another function, we can format, we can move, we can copy. Let's move one. Go ahead and let's move the file. That's it. We selected M. I hope. Okay. Now let's move a file, select one. File name, let's move like we're doing L.B1 or L.Basic. Okay, from drive 4. Hit enter, it'll keep the name the same. And go to 1. So this means the LogiCall can do all of your disk management, okay? Another thing we wanted to talk about is links. As soon as we're done here. Notice it probably takes longer to move a single file than it did to copy the entire disk. I might mention too, the screen blue and white is known to be the easiest on your eyes. Easiest to read, easiest on your eyes, so that's why we use it. Since LogiCall is written in BASIC, if you don't like blue and white, you can change it to anything you want, because it's in BASIC. So you've got complete control. Okay, let's select 0. LogiCall will take several keys, single key, and will act upon them without discretion. You'll notice that E, he wanted to erase a file. He, instead of picking E, he picked D for delete. He could have hit K for kill, and in each case, erase would come up. Because the machine speaks erase very fluently, it came from England. Sorry. Okay, now, instead of a manual, you guys aren't, if you guys are wondering what all those keys are, for God's sake, you don't want to turn to a manual, do you? Say no.
No.
Okay, how about hitting help? Guys, here's your manual, already built in. It's a 2-screen manual. Here are 11 keys that you can hit to get a particular function. Rename, move, erase, return of the drive prop, refresh the catalog, calls the format program, renames files, saves the program to disk, calls in the terminal program. Oh, we'll show you that one. W calls in the word processor. Copies the catalog to a printer, real live printer. Hit enter again. That's 11 keys. Here's 11 more. A adds an auto exec to the disk. B displays the brief catalog. C copies, and so on. There's 11 more. That's 22 keystrokes that you didn't have to turn to a manual to find out what they were. Okay, all you had to do is type a question mark, F1 or H for help, and you're going to get this help file. All right, let's lay down an auto exec. Not bad, okay? John, hit enter. Let's go to disk 0. Or let's go to disk 1 for that matter. Well, 0 is fine. See if it has an auto exec bad on it.
Don't see it.
Yes. Yes. Okay.
Oh, yeah, it's on there.
Okay. Well, auto exec guys and RSG DOS and HD something DOS cause the machine to look at that file first and then act accordingly. So guys, when they wanted to write something and do something different, they would go in and hand type a program called AutoExec. Okay, LogiCall does this real easy. Press A, John. And hit enter. The program now tells you to type go to 410. So type go to 410, John. Now, it tells you to type run. Normally you would type run, but I want to show you what the machine just did. There you go. He listed it out. So there is the short AutoExec. Save the result to this. Turns on the floppy drives, all four of them. Does a fast poke. Does another poke which escapes me. Goes to drive 3 and runs LogiCall. How about that, John? Guys? Okay. Now, John, type run. And now that file is written to disk. Now, this drive prompt, we have been ignoring this drive prompt, and LogiCall is being real nice to us. It's doing the stuff by responding to things we're typing that has nothing to do with the drive number. Ain't that nice? Hit enter once. What should have happened is we should have done all this stuff with the program prompt, okay? John, hit T for terminal. And it goes to a little terminal boot up screen. John, press 1. Notice, guys, that the built-in training program is vTerm. There's your vTerm emulator. Okay? John, turns out that you have to know something about this terminal package. It requires that you hold the Alt, you hit the Alt key when you do a command. So, John, while pressing the Alt key down, hit Q for quit. Okay, so we left the terminal program, and now we're back to LogiCall. Hit W for word processing. And press 1 to launch the word processing. Anybody recognize this word processor? I don't think they do. Okay. And there's your word processor, guys. You can read in a file, save it, do all that stuff, whatever. Let's see. Hit John. Press D and go to disk 222. Now let's read in the file, R. Let's load in joke 2. There you go. We were going to write the lawyer joke. We'll show it to you later. John hit F2, I think. And then Q for quit. Now with a single keystroke, we brought in the terminal program, the word processor. You're getting the idea? One key. This will not wear your keyboard out and won't wear your wrist out. Now, LogiCall is happy to run files without necessarily running the tool that launches them. Give me disk 0. Let me see what's on there. Press B for both. I'm running late. John, select joke. Notice he'll hit enter. And now he'll just use the 0 keys to go down the joke. You don't even have to type it in anymore. Just use your arrow keys and highlight the program. And without the word processor, you'll notice the file is just being displayed on the screen. Wonder if we're in the fast mode. Okay. Some would be happy to put the whole thing on the screen, but if John hits enter, it will stop it. Hit enter. And pictures is another wonderful thing that a shoot team likes to do. Let's go to drive 205. If you remember, John Linville liked the Three Stooges as his picture. I think it was, or was it Mark? One or the other. These are the kind of pictures I like. Select the first one, John. That'll do. Okay, whatever. Notice it didn't have to pick up a picture utility. Just shows it to you right there on the screen. How's that for a CoCo picture, gang?
Yeah. That's cool.
Okay, hit enter, John.
Good subject, too.
Let's run Star Wars on the same disc. We're off of this disc. Let's go to 205 again.
Was that using the,
Normally it doesn't jump off into reset like this, but those two pictures seem to do that. So we'll have to ask Sockmaster why. Star Wars.
was that using the 256 color?
At least you can see what the CoCo can do
With
picture-wise.
I don't think so.
I mean, those are pretty good-looking pictures.
I don't think VCC is supported.
Oh, Roger Taylor's the perpetrator.
Oh, that's true, because this is running under VCC.
No question about what you're looking at.
No, that looks great.
I love Darth Vader.
Okay. Time is short. I was going to show you links, but let me just talk to you a little bit. John, go ahead and get out of this. You'll notice that when LogiCall gives a brief catalog, I told you that it only shows you the files that will run. Please note that in that list, there is one program that's not a list of a basic file. It's called LNK. The reason is because that particular file is too big to fit on this disk. So this link, when you select it, takes you to another disk and runs it on another disk. Okay? In that way, you can put L.B1, which is normally 3 granules. Go ahead, John, select it. You can turn it into a 1 granule file, and it'll actually be a link. And the way you make those links is you press A, like you would for auto exec, and you go and modify the little auto exec by changing names. So you change it to gdocs.lnk for the name, and you direct it to the right drive to run, and then you run that file. and you've got your link. So LogiCall has easily made you a way to make links. Notice that well, this is more as our documentation, okay? And if you get hold of Brian Goers, he can get you a list of the entire library.xls, which is our entire library of disks that we know of, or programs that we know of, and we'll impart those to you. The reason we do that is you guys lose disks from time to time. You want to get them back. We try to be your library to get those files back. Now let's go, John, to disk 59. We're now going to introduce you to a game. John asked me to write this game. It was ran on the ZX80 Sinclair computer, and it ran on the one after it, the Timex 1000. A little earlier, it was called the ZX81. And this is CoCoFEST. Now, I got the Wumpus game from somebody that was an Apple user. John, if you would run that program. This is CoCoFEST, if you get it. You want instructions? Say yes. It's a word game. Jim Geary seems to like word games. So John is running this in the word game thing that it was. Shooter move, let's move. Oh, yeah, move, let's move. Move yeah, go ahead. Okay, notice that John types a letter, he hits there. It asks another question, he answers it. He's using his enter key. To me, this is a little boring. John, if you would hit F9 twice. Go to 59. Back up. Go back up. Oh well. I don't know what's going to happen. What I did, I wrote this program for a magazine to show programmers how to program. That machine used to jump around a lot. So I wanted to make this more interesting for kids, if you will. Note that EPS down while showing you the instructions. The answer is up yes, and I told you all about this. And then it's going to paint the screen. I hope things are running faster, John, on your side than mine. Okay. You're in room 20. Let's move to 13. I want you to watch John because he is not hitting enter. Not even once is he hitting enter.
A Wumpus map.
Okay, you're in a dodecahedron, it says. And each room has 3 ports, 3 hallways to get to another room. John is showing you that. Okay, move to 12. Move to 11. You get 5 separate arrows to shoot the Wumpus. He is down near a bottomless pit, which if he falls in there, he'll die. Let's move to 10.
Draft.
Take a chance.
Draft means there's a pit nearby.
Shouldn't name it him, should be shoot the
The The Wumpus, he smells the Wumpus. The Wumpus is in the next room. Let's shoot. 1. Number room's 1. Room number 9.
Oh, you missed the
Miss.
Notice the screen cleans up. Uh-oh, what happened? We missed.
The Wumpus.
Yep. Move to, let's see, the Wumpus is not here. The Wumpus moved. Let's move the 9. Up, we've been snatched. Move to 7. The screen cleans itself up pretty nice, guys. Let me tell you that it's nicer than you think. We are entirely rewriting the entire screen each time there's a move. You can't tell that because it overwrites itself and looks like it's just cleaning up the spaces of dirty. But we've actually rewritten the whole screen. That's how we got away with it in the Sinclair. Where do you want to move, John? 8? No, we came from 8. Go for it, John.
More bats.
More
Move
bats.
to 1. My daughter at 6 years old loved to play this game.
This is cute.
And would laugh with glee every time she got shot the Wumpus. Oh, we're gonna get a card here, John. We're not finding this Wumpus.
Wumpuses are extremely good at hiding.
Almost as good as Cruise.
Almost as good as what?
Cruise.
Well, John.
Yeah. I don't know, I think the Wumpus is better at hiding though. At least eat you.
There we go. We came from 1, weren't we? 2. You could be in 3 or 10. Let's try 10. Let's take a shot. 1 room. Let's make it 10.
It's Wumpus moved again.
Take your shot, room 1. The Wumpus moved. Try moving to 3.
Nope, he was in 3.
Where do you think he's at? 12 or 4? Shoot. Go for it, Jan.
What do you think, Leanne? Where's the Wumpus?
Nope, must have been in room
What
12.
room to shoot?
4. Oh, he's in 12.
He's still nearby. Try 12.
No, he probably moved to 2 because he always moves when you shoot, doesn't he?
You got him, John.
Oh, he did. Yay.
There should be an eye placer for the winner. And this is the check and the scroll here. All it has to do with giving the kid a good feeling about winning.
That?
You got some Wumpus. The Wumpus will get you next time. Folks, that's
If
the
you
end
walk
of my
into the room where
show.
the Wumpus is, when you move, the Wumpus eats you.
So that's why you have to shoot
Oh.
the next one.
Yeah.
LogiCall is free. It comes with Uncle Wumpus. You can get it by downloading it from the splash page of our website. Okay?
All right.
That is the original.
How many are still in the room, John?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. About 12.
I didn't hear any applause, but I wish you all a good time and have a great time at the rest of this fest. Thanks for coming and socializing.
Well, how do you know about that's the original Hunt the Wumpus game?
Well, we got to show it this time, John. We couldn't last year.
That's
that's where the Wumpus came from in Mule, where you have the flashing dot, that's the Wumpus. That's what they were playing, was this original game here that was.
I have one more joke to tell, and who tell it.
Whatever.
It was originally a mainframe.
It's more than one way to skin a cat. I didn't even
We
say.
have, you familiar with the game Mule?
I've heard of it.
I'll get to watch this later.
Mule is a really good game that is multiplayer, it's up to 4 players. And you have mules.
Ask Stevie
It's clean mules.
if he has ever seen this Hunt the Wumpus before. I'll bet he hasn't.
He's not here.
It's clean mule. Tell
Okay.
them about mule. I told him it's 4-player game.
Yes, they're all
Tell them
taken care of once.
what happens.
Yeah.
John, I want to thank you so much for helping me out. It made my day.
Okay.
That's right, you're doing fine.
Melanie with you today?
Yeah, so.
Okay.
You're the mules, go ahead, so you place Bill.
All right. Anytime you want to take off, I have a show.
Did they say why he's not here?
Bob's not here?
Yeah.
He- Yes.
Also,
Rubber band on the table.
Area on the map.
Oh, there it is.
I forgot to mention that Jim Geary asked to put LogiCall on every one of his lists, and he's got permission to do it. I forgot to mention that LogiCall should be saved on every disk you got, and forgot to do that.
Power, you can Smith or from your side, your one room. Okay, and also, while you're going out and taking your mule, what did it play on the earlier game?
Let me switch the camera around. I'm gonna switch the camera around and just let people know. So we'll switch it around.
There also sometimes can be a little flashing dot on the screen. Usually here's the mountain.
Alright.
Right.
Hello, people of YouTube. I hope you just enjoyed that most recent live stream. So what happened this morning was I just was not physically or mentally capable of setting up my laptop and the webcam and the microphone and all that stuff. So I took the lazy way out and I just used my portable camera on a tripod. So the first 2 presentations were not live streamed, but they are now both. All 3. It's 3 videos, and they're all uploaded and they all should be available now on YouTube. So if you want to see the broadcasting roundtable with the CoCo Crew Podcast and Curtis and myself, that's up there. That's in 2 parts. And if you want to see the CoCoFEST CoCo 3 FPGA presentation by Gary Becker, that is up there as well. So you can replay those. We're going to be on about an hour break now for lunch. It is almost 12:30 Chicago time, so hopefully about an hour from now will be the live auction, and we will be back with the live stream then. So thank you for watching, and we'll see you all in a little while. CoCo forever, live from CoCoFEST.